How can we get managers and executives to truly, actually drive change? Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of The Future in 5. My name is Jacob Morgan. This is where I share my thoughts, ideas, and commentary on the future of work in 5 minutes or less. I've been doing some reading lately, and in the news there are a couple examples of executives. I won't mention the names and companies, but I'm sure you know who they are. But there are a lot of executives out there that are being paid tens of millions of dollars to leave their organizations. These are CEOs of big global companies that have either been indicted or they are being let go. And they're being done. It's being done so with these executives getting tens of millions of dollars, 30, 40, 50 million dollars. And it's pretty nuts that people are making this much money after they're being asked to leave the organization for not doing a good job. And so it got me thinking, perhaps that's one of the reasons why a lot of change inside of organizations doesn't happen. We pay executives so much money that they honestly just don't care. If you are the CEO or a C-level executive at a large global organization and you're making tens of millions of dollars a year, are you really going to care about employee engagement? Are you really going to care about organizational change? No, there's nothing in it for you. You have more money than you'll ever need in your entire life. Your family's taken care of. You're taken care of for probably many generations. So why bother? Who cares? Now, contrast that in a different environment where if executives were paid much less than that, I'm not saying pay them nothing, but don't pay them tens of millions of dollars every year, but give them a normal amount for an executive, maybe not in the United States, but, a decent amount for an executive, and have them focus on driving organizational change and corporate culture and engagement, and give them a percentage of their salary based on how effectively they are able to do that. I think it'll be an interesting experiment to see if that would actually help drive organizational change. But believe it or not, I think money actually does get in the way for a lot of executives. I think we've made a lot of excuses for them and saying that, it's fear, it's lack of education, it's lack of training. Honestly, I think a lot of these guys just don't care. They make so much money, they make too much money, that quite honestly, this doesn't matter. It doesn't bother them. I'm not saying this is true for all executives. It's probably especially less true for executives of smaller size organizations, of medium sized organizations that aren't getting tens of millions of dollars. But ultimately, I think if you have that much money, you really don't have a care in the world. So focusing on all these other things, just why bother? Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe I am wrong. Maybe that is completely a ludicrous thing to say. But I actually think that paying executives and senior leaders less would actually help drive more change. And the more change that they drive, the more compensation that they can get as a result. So we focus on performance reviews for employees. Why don't we focus on employee engagement, on change management, on organizational culture, performance reviews for managers and executives? If they truly care about that, then that should help them drive change. What do you think? Is money getting in the way of driving change? Are executives and senior leaders at organizations just too comfortable, too content, where they don't need to worry about these things? Or am I completely off base? Leave me a comment below and let me know what you think. If you want to get access to more of these videos, podcasts, articles, newsletters, and other fun stuff that I'm working on, you can visit thefutureorganization.com. If you want to sponsor some content, you can email me, jacob@thefutureorganization.com. And if you're interested in subscribing to the newsletter, you can simply text the word future to the number 44222. Again, that's the word future, and you can text it to the number 44222 or visit thefutureorganization.com/newsletter. So let me know what you think. Is money the root of all evil? Is money keeping executives and senior leaders from driving organizational change? And would they do a better job of driving change if they got paid less? I'll see you next time on an episode of The Future in 5. Hey, are you interested in the future of work? If so, make sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get all the latest content on the future of work and stay up to date on all the latest trends and happenings. Not to mention, you will make me very, very happy. Make sure to subscribe.